Matt Esmond here with Fit Diesel LLC. Today's video is one that's been requested by several clients, by plenty of viewers, friends, family, and just so many people I'm in conversation with on a daily basis. Tired of losing weight just to gain it back or more? This happens to everyone. There has been recent studies in the past couple of years that have focused on that title. They have tested people who've been on a diet for a long time period and then went back to the normal diet to not only gain their weight back, but gain more. I've decided that I'm going to do a video and walk you step by step what we do here at Fit Diesel for beginners, intermediates, and advanced clients and athletes too, to give them success, to reach your goal, whether that's a weight or a look or a certain physique composition that you want, and then actually maintain it from there forward. I'm very excited for you all because this knowledge is just not well established. You can't just go to your gym, to your personal trainer, and get this exact setup. There's just not that many people that know about this process from a scientific standpoint of study and education, and then also experience-based. Most people just experience from having their coach at one point in their life, and they just do that same protocol. That fish and broccoli, or just slash calories without finding someone's maintenance. And that's not a scientific method, and that's not going to keep you where you want to be, the goal that you want from there forward. You're always going to gain it back or worse, because you don't understand what your body needs. You don't know how to program your own plan because they don't teach you that. Here at Fit Diesel, we expect you, from beginner who's never done anything, that is completely out of shape or overweight, in 12 months we will take you to a place where you can program your own diet, your own nutrition, to keep the goal that you wanted in place moving forward. So I'm going to run through this pretty quickly and keep this video short. If you have comments or questions, put it on the social media, email us, text us, call us. And if you want your programming done by us through this method, reach out to us. Number one, I'm going to establish your metabolic rate. Your weekly total calories and weight divided by some calculations to come up with your individualistic maintenance calories, which you take to stay at that same weight, the same look that you are right now. So let's take a 200-pound person that intakes 3,200 calories a day on average for maintenance to stay at 200 pounds. Now we assess the goal. This person wants an aggressive goal, 1% of total body weight, 2 pounds, 2 pounds of loss a week. I don't like to go more than 1%. That's very aggressive. You're going to lose some lean body mass, which part of that lean body mass is muscle. Number three, we're going to pick the deficit. Means the negative calorie balance for the day. In this case, we're going to cut it by 1,000 calories because 2 pounds, approximately 3,500 calories a pound, 7,000 calories, 1,000 calories a day times 7. Then we're going to choose a protein content of 1.2 grams per pound of body weight to hopefully resist lean body mass loss, to keep that muscle as much as we can. And this person chooses, from our recommendations, to choose a 15% fat amount in their total calories for the day. So 15% of their total calories in their diet is fat. The rest is carbohydrate. 4, once this person hits a plateau, here's just a couple little things we do. There are many, and it depends on the person. Depends on what their whole entire program is, from the strength and conditioning to the diet, how long they've been dieting. There's so many factors, but this is a couple examples. They plateau. I would drop the calories with this individual by 100 calories just to get the body moving again. Where do I get that knowledge from? Is it in scientific data? No, that's experience. There are scientific studies that allude to that, but this is from experience. Or I would add 2 times a week of LISS, low intensity steady state, which is walking incline, very slow, conservative activity, or HIIT, high intensity interval training. So I'd add 10 minutes twice a week, or maybe 10 minutes of HIIT twice a week. Now, 10 minutes of HIIT twice a week is more calories than 10 minutes of LISS a week. I'm just giving an example. That again gets that body mobilized, losing calories. 5, they've reached their goal. After 12 weeks, for example, they've reached the aesthetic goal that they want, the weight loss goal or the look goal. I personally like to have recommendations for people to look at in the mirror and decide what they want to look like versus a weight goal. 12 weeks, they moved all the way down to 1,800 calories a day, for example, to receive that goal. Now, we're going to have to metabolically build them. So, immediately, for this person, 200-pound person with 3,200 calories a day in the beginning, I'm going to bump them up 300 calories approximately. The only weight gain they should have is from increasing carbohydrates, which increase water into your muscles through glycogen. So for every gram, approximately 3 grams of water comes along with the carbohydrate. So people think they're gaining fat. They're not. It's water. When you first start dieting, they think it's fat loss. No, it's water. Because you reduced your carbohydrate or increased your carbohydrate. Now, from week to week, I could add 5 to 20 grams of carbohydrate to that person. That's a big range. It depends on how conservative they want to gain weight. If they want to gain no weight hardly at all, stay exactly at the goal that they received, then we're going to be very conservative. Just weekly adding in. And some weeks we won't add anything in because it depends on what their body states. How did their weight change? How did it fluctuate? How are their weekly pictures looking? And I'll make that determination. And then for fat, anywhere from 2 to 7 grams of fat increase per week, again, depending on all those factors I just mentioned. You move any one of those up too much and you'll start gaining fat at certain phases in that calorie increase. How long would you do this? Depends on how long you've been dieting. If you dieted for 12 weeks, I might take you 12 weeks if you're very conservative, but you would come out looking very similar to what you got down to. And most people can even look better because your water is back in your system through glycogen, through increased carbohydrate, which tightens the skin, and now you look even better. And some people, even lose more fat while they're metabolically building because their expenditure of calories daily stays the same, but they're increasing calories and their body is adapting to that. So now the deficit of calories over that 12-week period becomes more. So you end up in a deficit again several weeks of those 12. So you end up losing fat and looking overall better. Now, number 6, we need that metabolic rate again. We got that up here at number 1. You lost weight, you metabolically built, you have less lean body mass than before. Maybe you put some muscle on because we're doing metabolically building. So we need to know what that maintenance is. We're going to find that maintenance again. Let's say this individual went to 3,300 calories, 100 calories more than they were at 200 pounds, but now they're weighing 187, a very lean 187, with 100 calories more than they used to. So now, their new maintenance is 3,300 calories. Let's give an example of a macronutrient setup. 187 grams of protein, 1 gram per pound of body weight, 110 grams of fat, 30% of their total calories in the diet, and carbohydrate would be the rest, 390 grams. Let me give you a couple examples for you all out there that don't know what those numbers mean. That means this. So let's take a person who wants to eat a large cheese pizza from your normal chain. 1 large cheese pizza, 280 grams of carbs. Look at their daily intake, 390. Still have quite a few carbs left, don't they? 80 grams of fat is a large cheese pizza. Well, they have 110. They still got a decent amount of fat left in that day as well. Let's jump down and give them something more. Let's say you Chick-fil-A lovers out there. Let's take that Chick-fil-A sandwich, that fried chicken sandwich. You can have 5 of those for 100 grams of fat and 200 grams of carbohydrates. You have 10 grams left in your day on fat, and you have a whole lot of carbs left in that day just to eat still. Let's take another example for all you dessert lovers. 4 milkshakes, chocolate milkshakes at Chick-fil-A. is 88 grams of fat. This person has 110 that day. The carbohydrates is 324 grams of carbohydrates. Their carbs are 390. So that gives you an example of all the food you can eat, from unhealthy examples to a moderately healthy fried chicken sandwich. So here's the deal. No one's going to go and eat all that or that much. And those calories don't go as far as a whole wheat pasta or maybe a bagel or spinach and carrots and vegetables through your day, or a lasagna. Something along those lines. Normal daily food that people eat here in the United States. If you're on a Mediterranean diet or something else like that, that's a whole lot of food. What you're going to do is have some bloating if you ate all that you're not used to because you eat it at one time and there's a lot of food digesting in your system and expands your stomach. Your water and sodium volume in your body is off. And if your water and sodium's off, because you normally drink a gallon a day, for example, and you only drink a half a gallon because you're eating all this food and it has a ton of sodium, you're going to bloat and you're going to gain weight the next day because it's an imbalance, and that's what your body does in response to that imbalance. And vice versa. If you're low on sodium and take a ton more water in, again, you'll be off balanced. So you're not gaining a bunch of fat. You're gaining water and sodium imbalance, and you're gaining food volume in your intestines that's digesting a lot more food volume than usual. A couple days later, when that bloating goes down, you're going to be the same as you were before, because you haven't eaten over your 3,300 calorie maintenance. You can't gain weight unless you go over your maintenance. You can't lose weight unless you go under your maintenance. So that's what we do here at Fit Diesel. We program through science and experience like this. If you want to lose that weight, get the body you actually desired to get, keep that body looking the way you wanted it, and continue to be able to eat food, any types of food. If it's 3,300 calories of carbohydrate, you're still going to keep that same body after that water and sodium fluctuates back to your normal a few days later. You can do it. And that's the way you have a lifestyle diet. My wife does it. I do it. Plenty of our clients do it. We have testimonials going to be out soon. So I can tell you, look, I eat this, A, B, C, and D, and stay looking like this after I went through this process. Let us help you with the science. Stop doing yo-yo dieting. Stop doing slim fast diets and just losing it and gaining it all back, or losing it for a few months in the season and starving yourself and not being able to eat and enjoy life and have food. You can have it. I eat it and still keep the physique that I personally want. FitDieselStrength.com is the best way to reach us because it has all of our contact information. It has videos, examples, it has before and after pictures. It has our coming soon dietary interface that's going to coach you like this for $29 a month if you do a year subscription. That's a phenomenal deal versus paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars, or $150 a week or $137 a week, different rates throughout the nation for individuals that have this knowledge and have the experience like myself. Like us on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe or follow us and let us know if you want continued content like this. Have a great day. Let us help you with science that's not very well known to get the physique and the goals you want and keep them. Have a great day. God bless.